In the house, Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas built and T. Boone Pickens financed. Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Cowboys, where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To the air, it's O'Donnell. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
27 on the play. First down for the offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to find his man on first down. They're bringing heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. First down for this offense. Give to the single back. Shakes off the defender. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week.
He's going to let it go. Catch inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's O'Donnell. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Finds the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's open on the right. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. And you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on the line. It's really nice to have that.
Using his feet to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Second down coming up. Power football with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really go in the next game.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The Tigers get it past the sticks.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Trying to punch it in. Tackled there by the defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. And they did tack on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's O'Donnell. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete. Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
Oklahoma State, 14, Clemson, 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to...
And he breaks into the open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. He's going to pass. Buys a little extra time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Getting some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He makes the catch at the 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll try the right side. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down coming up.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's O'Donnell. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. He's at the 30. The 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2. They got the touchdown. PAT was blocked, and now they'll kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Trying to get to him. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cowboys will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to throw. It's O'Donnell. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, what a move! Rams him with the stiff arm. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. And they'll down this ball just a little shy of the 50. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
The give to the left. At midfield, he's got room. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And the Cowboys are rolling down the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
He's now 2nd down.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Abraham. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. They'll go right back to the run. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it.
Ball carried by the running back. Loses 1. 4th down coming up.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass.
23, 20.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got the quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Trying to get behind the defense. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff to the lone back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They'll throw it on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Clemson, 27.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Using his legs to buy some time. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I love him, QB.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
29 Philly, 2-9
Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Great job by the defense there slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Running to the left. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma State 30, Clemson 27.
On the double.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Get set, get set.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
27.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Clemson 27.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a connection. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And Reese, listen, we already know. He already threw the interception in the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen. Something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, Oklahoma State.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. He wants to throw it again. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business and
headed to the end zone. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the 1st. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal.
With the carry, it's the running. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
34.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give as they work on that clock. All by himself down the middle. If you have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this point on offense, late in the game with the lead, if you can run the ball, get a couple first downs, I mean, you can just bleed all these seconds off the clock and ice this thing.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for...